Hi guys, it's me, Crowded Tea. Here at Tea Time, I have some very, very sad news about my beautiful little tea time. I absolutely love this space and the palm trees and everything. I just love all of the little things around here. But I guess all good things have to come to an end. And I'm very bittersweet. So over the last few months, Pizza has been saying things in the Discord that Earth is not going to reset, not going to reset. And I am going to tell you that I am very disappointed in the fact that guess what's going to happen. So what he did was make an announcement in the Discord. And I would like to show that to you because if you have not been on Earth, you need to come over here and get your vault items safe. So we're gonna go through some of the changes because some of them I really like, some of them I know that you guys have requested, and others, mm, either way, we're gonna have a reset. Not happy, but whatever. Okay, so we're gonna pop on over here to the Discord, and he says Earth CIVSMP release February 27th. That is when the new season, he does not call it a season, but it's a season, man. Okay, let's not split hairs. Okay, the update to existing Earth SMP game mode. Now, he did say in his defense that he had to completely reset Earth in order to implement a lot of the features that players have been giving him on the feedback channel, things that they wanted to see on Earth. So I will say that I do understand that with the way things are coded and whatnot, certain compatibilities and whatever things need to change. Okay. I get it. That does not mean I have to like it. All right. Earth SMP was one of the first game of Mineville 2.0 released back on June 13th of 2025. That's right. It's only like 7 months old or so. It has been a great success, and the community has fostered is one of the most engaging, creative, and active that I have seen on any Minecraft server, and it is. The players that are here a lot have massive builds, beautiful builds, all kinds of things to see. All right. And I am going to show you a video in one of my other videos over one of the most impressive builds here on this server because I don't want to forget it. It's gorgeous. Okay. Where were we? So we want to give you an update that is deserved and has been long coming. Earth Civ. I think it's Civ. I want to say it's Civilization, CIV, right? An update, revamped, reset, releasing on February 27th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay. Let's scroll this little bad boy up and see what we got coming out in the new version of Earth. It says we are adding a war system. Cities will now be able to declare war on each other. One city will send a war declaration with specified terms, i.e., no inventory, claims are up for grabs, etc. And the other city must approve it, and then they enter a war period. This is optional new features that adds a bit of geopolitical tension, roleplay, optional PvP. High stakes wars that are allowed to claim looting and no keep inventory will count towards a ranked war leaderboard. There will be a war shop where you can buy fun things like traps and TNT, and winning cities get extra claims for free. We are banning real world city names to make sure this is purely fictional. Okay. I think we're going a little bit too extreme. If we're banning real world names, that's a bit much. But okay, I kind of get it. We don't want to be recreating any hate things. I see enough hate things on this server. Don't want to see that. All right. We will be bringing spears, maces, and all the new blocks to the features of the server. How far in advance they are going to update? Like, are they going to go to the very, very beginning? Are we going to have a happy cast? Or, I mean, not very beginning, but the very last update? Are we going to have shelves? I do not know. Are we going to have whatever the new update is that comes after shelves? Because I've been so busy on Earth, I wasn't watching. Are we going to have that? I don't know. We will have to find out exactly at what version he will stop. Okay. New and improved economy features such as order system, the RVI website, and an in-game RVI database viewer. Okay. Now, a little note on that. And mind you, I do not live steal. I just hear around. Okay. The slash order system on lifesteal does tend to flag for dupers, does tend to flag if you have too many valuables, exactly where the limits are and what you need to do in order to compensate and not be flagged. I don't know. I just know I have seen it happen. Many players have been banned because of it and needed to put in an appeal. So I'm not 100% sure how I feel about this order system. The RVI website does sound pretty darn cool. They also they have it for lifesteal. Supposedly, it's supposed to tell you how many of what vault item is in the game, um, who owns it, things of that nature. When was the last time that it was sold on auction house? What did it go for when it was sold on auction house? I'm not 100% sure exactly how it works. I toyed with it a smidge, but because it wasn't on Earth, I didn't care. Definitely will have to do figure it out and let you guys know. Okay, Orbit's currency shared with Lifesteal and a completely new and better chest shop system that lets you delete shops of X members. So the Orbit's currency, again, that's another Lifesteal thing that they have right now. Not 100% sure about it. One of those learn as we go. And a completely new and better chest shop system that'll let you delete shops of X members. That's very nice. I cannot tell you how many players have had to put in requests to ask staff to come over there and take away their chest shops of players that have stopped playing 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago. Kind of annoying, but now you should be able to do it yourself. Not 100% sure how that works. What if I have a chest shop and I don't want you to delete it? What constitutes making me an X member? All good questions. He did not elaborate. Huge new spawn with a war zone embedded instead of a separate warp PvP. Okay, guys. So I'm a little bit out of my comfort zone. This is Lifesteal, and they are mean here. But when we look at the part where it says a huge new spawn with Warzone embedded instead of a separate warp PvP, this is what I am envisioning in my head. Cross that red line, PvP is turned on, and I can fight you. Okay? That's kind of what I'm thinking. This is the Lifesteal spawn, players hanging around, but they have a special section where you can go and PvP. All right, let me pop on over to Earth super quick. Oh, I don't know how to get to Earth from that way. We'll go this way. Okay, so currently, if you are on Earth, the way you get to PvP is you go teleport and you got teleport to the PvP arena. It's totally separate from anything else. This is all going to go away. Again, here is our red line. Jump down there, get yourself into a fight. Okay, so, but as you can see, this is a completely separate room, blocked off from the rest of spawn. I can't get to spawn from here without teleporting, and spawn cannot get to me. So it's different. It's just a little section of the same spot. Okay, so let's move on down and see what else we have. We have the ability to remove CEs from items or custom enchants. Let me tell you, I cannot tell you how many items are jacked up by people not knowing what they're doing. Even me. I have a War God sword that I got at the very, very beginning of Earth, and I don't PvP. So it is not set up for PvP. It has Inquisitive on it, and it has Decap on it. I wanted to get a few heads and Inquisitive for the XP when I'm mining a mob farm. You know, so I'm sure a lot of the PvPers, when they look at my sword, they just cringe and go, why? And I'm sure they do. Um, So I would be able to sell my War God sword or clean it up and then sell it because right now, as it sits, the clean vault items are worth way more. Okay, so we are going to be able to take off all those jacked up enchants from players who didn't know what they were doing in the beginning when they enchanted them. Then it says we are adding teleport pads, basically wormholes that let you go from point A to point B instantly, and you can let other players use them if you want. Not 100% sure how that works. We do currently have city warps, which I think are pretty cool. Does that mean we're not going to have city warps anymore? Not 100%. I'm so sad. I Let's take a look at my warp. Manage city warps. My tea time warp. There we go. My tea time warp. What do I have? I have 1,037 players at my warp. Does that mean it's going to go away? I don't know. You know who I feel bad for? Is London. 100,000 players. Second in line, Kadar with 28,000. These guys flew out of the water. I don't know where all these players came from. There's not even that many on our Discord, but I'm not sure what's going to happen with the new reset. Okay. Second thing, a lot of improvements to claim systems such as per claim permissions. Per claim permissions is really, really nice. We are also going to add a setting that allows you to block players from being invisible inside of your claim. So we have had a couple of issues around here. Players have come along invisible and they kind of hang out and stalk and steal vault items. So you will be able to control that, which is very nice. The other thing about per claim permissions, my darling dear. The other thing about per claim permissions is that here at my station, I needed to keep my station safe, but I wanted to have visitor interactions on so you can get yourself into a little minecart and go on a train ride. Could not do that in my city if I turned visitor interactions on. That also means that you would be able to open all of my shulker boxes. Did not want you to do that. I did find with the interactions on, you cannot open chests, which is good, but I still don't want you in my shulker boxes. So I would be able to now do this all under one city, which is very nice. And then the other thing is I had my friend City Warp TNs. I told you guys about that, where he had a public mob farm. I could not have a mob farm here at Tea Time because I wanted to protect my villagers. And now I could. I could keep my villagers in one spot and have City Warp TNs at another. So that is a good thing. Let's see what else we got going on our list. So it says titles and tags will be withdrawable just like wardrobe items so that you can trade them. That is very nice. Let me give you a quick little rundown of it. If you have a wardrobe item, and I got one, two, maybe somewhere. Okay, so I can withdraw it. I can put it in my hot little hand. I can carry it around. I can put it in an item frame, put it in a chest, and throw it down on the ground and give it to my best friend, and he can buy it off of me. All right. You cannot do that with titles and tags right now, and you will be able to. Now, if I want to put this back, we just click it and it goes back in my wardrobe, which is really nice. So you would be able to do that with your titles and your tags. Massive overhauls and improvements to the Monster Islands, which is really nice because I did not. Don't be beating me up, man. They like to insult me while I'm recording. Okay. Massive rehaul to Monster Islands, which is really nice because as of this moment, it is not accurate. It is not finished. It is not giving cosmetics, and it is not giving titles like it is was supposed to. And it has been long, long, long neglected. Let's hope they keep through with that. We are bringing our fixed purchases system that ensures that you receive what you purchase within 30 seconds, no matter what. I Do not put a whole lot of stock in that, to be quite honest. That was supposed to happen with lifesteal. And yet, I can tell you from a lot of people just hanging out in the lifesteal chat, it has not. So, I'm not holding my breath with that one. I think that one's a bit far-fetched. We are adding a way to let you move your existing city warps locations instead of deleting the warp and losing its visitor stats and then resetting it. That would be really nice. So I talked a little bit about, I guess we are keeping visitor city warps. That would be really nice. I have a city warp right here at tea time. If you come into my city and you do city warp tea time, okay, because you want to come visit me, right? I'll show you right where you go. I'm just a couple of blocks off of it. There you go. I appear right here. Beautiful, wonderful, great. But let's say there's a day where I decide this is not a great place for my warp. I would now like for you guys, just for fun, to spawn whatever over here. If I delete that warp and bring it over here and reset it, I lose all of my visitors at my warp and start from zero all over again, which really discourages me for whatever reason to want to move my warp. It also prevents me from actually moving my city because let's say something happened here and I decide I want to go rebuild over in, I don't know, France or something. I would have to delete the city, delete the warp, and then reset it. Again, resets my visitors, knocks me down lower on the list. I do not want that to happen. It says we will keep it. That is good. Okay, why is it a reset? Let's get away from that zombie. He's scary. No, not really. I just don't want to be bothered while I'm trying to talk. As much as I would have loved to avoid a reset, it became clear that in order to implement these massive changes and improvements, as well as move to Earth, to our entirely new expanded code base, we had to perform a reset. Rest assured that this is the first and final reset Earth SMP will ever go through. We have now already seen how that happened. So, again, not holding my breath on that. I want Earth Civ SMP to be experienced, shaped by years of building, fighting, and trading with its own extensive and rich lore. We are going to lose a lot of stuff by resetting that contribute to the lore of Earth, which will be gone. We will not even call this a season 2 because there are no seasons on Earth. We are calling this the Earth Civ SMP update. Now, again, we're playing with words, to be quite honest with you. If you want to update me, you don't delete stuff. And so we have a lot of stuff that are being deleted. My city is being deleted. We are going to have to go probably find a new home, find new things to do. When we talk about the lore, one of these darn boxes had it. Okay. These things right here, in my opinion, is part of lore and part of server history. I cannot get rid of these. I cannot sell these. I cannot put them on the auction house. They used to come in the old daily bundles. They do not work anymore. It was cute. It was fun. It was hanging out on the wall of my vault. And that will now be deleted. That, to me, stuff like that, stuff like the spawn eggs that I had are, again, part of the server lore, part of what happened, part of just the little niche, unique things that over the years, oh, wow, oh, God, how did you get that? Where did that come from? Here's a little story, and that is now all gone. So I cannot call it an update. In my opinion, updates add, updates do not delete, but that is me. That's just where I come from. I don't have to agree with him. The man makes more money than I do. What will transfer over to this new update? This is the important part for you guys. Okay, ranks, titles, wardrobes, pins, RVIs. Those are your reset vault items for those of you that do not know what that means. Patron ranks, spend. I have no idea what spend means. Gifting stats, extra purchased claims, furniture, unlimited fly, rename, chunk hopper, cell chest, autocrafters, spawners purchased with mine coins, and gifts. Okay. I know I ran through that kind of fast. Okay. Ranks. If you are a hero, a demi, a paladin, or a champion. That will stay. Okay? You have your rank expires in so many days. That rank will stay. If you have purchased unlimited, whatever rank, one of these four, that will stay. If you are a patron on Earth, I am pretty sure that will stay, although he did not say. Okay? If you have gone over to Spawn and you guys have seen my videos and purchased yourself a 30-day chunk hopper, purchased yourself a 30-day cell chest, those will stay. The rename feature, which was unlimited, which I have, with or without rank, that will stay. Being able to fly, see how I have unlimited fly time? That will stay. Furniture. Furniture is a little tricky. Plushies. I think, who the heck has furniture? Which one of these boys has some furniture? Okay. Benches. More plushies. That's all we own are plushies. That's kind of funny. Alrighty. So the furniture, anything you bought with the furniture tokens will stay. You're going to have to put it in your reset vault. What else did I see? Gifting stats. So if you are a gifter and you are gifting people, if you look right here, for example, Control Alt Defeat has 439 gifts sent. That will stay. All right. Orion Goodboy, 170 gifts sent. Those types of things. That will stay. His gifting stats. Extra purchased claims. Now, this is something that you are going to want to do to prep your city for any issues. If you look at my city claims, I have what's 52 plus 3 is 55 chunks. You start with 5. Okay. That means that I have acquired over the course of 7 months 50 chunks. That will stay. What I highly suggest is getting on this screen, taking a screenshot of it so that if there is any issues in the reset and you do not get all of the claims that you had, oh, you want proof? Here, I had 55 chunks. Give me my 55 chunks because it's supposed to be going with you. Let's see. We talked about, okay, rank titles, wardrobes, pins, RVIs. RVIs are your reset vault items. These guys right here, you know it's a reset vault item. It says it's a reset vault item on it. Okay. Those will have to go into a very, very special reset vault. Spawners. If you went to the spawner guy at Spawn or went to the Mineville store on your pause screen here and come down and purchased spawners this way, they will be returned to you, is what I am told. I don't care if you bought it 6 months ago, you sold it on the auction house to Bob, Bob gave it to Steve, Steve took it and buried it in a hole somewhere, and then Tony found it, okay? You're the one that bought it, and because we're having a reset, it is coming back to you. Makes no sense in my head, but that's the way he's decided to work it. Okay, so here's the important spot. Reset vault. The reset vault will open on Monday. What's today? Today is the 7th. All right, the 9th. The reset vault will open on the 9th. In order to access the reset vault, it is different from your demi vaults, okay? You don't want these vaults here. These are your rank vaults. These are like your portable double chests. Reset vault is something different. It is only accessible through a window of time. You're going to put your items in it, and then they shut the server down forever. And then when the new server comes up, after a little while, Pizza will make another announcement. You can open up your reset vault and pull all your items out. Now, not everything will roll over. Obviously, we talked about the reset vault items. Your furniture does not have a little home in your inventory like your wardrobe. So your furniture needs to go in your reset vault. Okay? Your cell chests need to go in your reset vault. Your chunk hoppers, again, need to go in your reset vault. That is it. Cannot transfer anything else over. Okay? So what will not transfer? Anything that we did not cover. Okay? So your city, your warp, the worlds, claim chunks, money, and inventories. So any money I have earned, gone. All right. Now, when they say claim chunks, the terminology gets a little quirky. I have 55 chunks. I have 52 set. It's going to lift up my 52, put 55 into my profile, and the pieces of earth that I have claimed will be gone. But I will still have the 55 chunks. I do not think that you need to lift your claims up right before the earth ends. But be sure to screenshot it. Okay, one last little note with your reset vault. What you want to do. Okay, so we did /reset vault. We put everything in our reset vault. We are just going to pretend here. What you're going to want to do is, ta-da, let's pretend this is my reset vault, right? And I put everything in it. Then you want to take a picture of it and you want to go around and you want 1 picture, 2 picture, 3 picture, 4 picture, or even a small video. Dun, 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 dun. Okay? Don't worry, those shards are not going to carry over. They're just in here for the moment. And you want to go through all of your vault armor. And I say this because if there is anything wrong that happens and buggy, you now have a record of your reset vault. So when everything changes over, if whatever reason they can't find it, you show up, you go to access it, it's empty, who knows? Number one question staff is going to ask you, do you have proof? And you go, yes, I do. Get me my stuff back. And show them the video, and here's the list. Okay? That is to protect you, and the screenshot of your profile right here with how many chunks you have is also to protect you. Anything else you feel you might not want to put to chance, just in case. If I had a lot of wardrobes, I only got a couple, but you can come in here, take a look, and then if I lose them, I did in fact have angel wings, or I did in fact have the butterfly wings, whatever the case may be, to prove that you did own such items before Earth ended. Alrighty, I guess that's it. If you have any questions, hit me up on the Mindville Discord. I'm Crowded T 36007. Have a great night. Bye.